The Gachiakuta mangaka is finding herself, let me repeat that, herself in a tough spot, being seen as a target and used as a tool or pawn for the IOF, the identity obsessed fan. Now, I already made a video describing the IOF and how they came for her a few weeks ago with the controversy surrounding the stage play adaptation of her manga, but to be brief, the IOF is a fake, unauthentic fan. They don't like the substance of what you created, they could care less about that, but only how it fulfills their politically correct quotas surrounding race, gender, or sexual orientation. For instance, they only like Yoruichi from Bleach because they perceive her to be black and try to speak that into existence as fact with no regard for what is true because that's all that matters to them. Who she is as a character is irrelevant. Same goes for Rama trying to claim he's transgender, or Orochimaru somehow representing queer ideology, so on and so on. And my advice to you as a creator is to never try to cater to these types because it will drive you crazy when you find out they can never be satisfied.
Message!
Now, what the Gachiakuta author Kei Udana is slowly learning is how insane these people are once they adopt this mindset. Their latest claims are that the character Tomzi is somehow transgender and that Udana herself is non-binary. And this prompted her to respond saying, they're saying things like Tomzi is transgender. I don't think that's the case at all. And also in her Instagram story, she clarifies the non-binary identity forced upon her with this text saying, internet says Udana is non-binary, then me, meaning her, saying, really? Which actually gives insight to her type of sense of humor, is dry, which I do like and goes along with the goth emo look. And this is causing chaos amongst the IOFs, the identity obsessed fans. Something they are known for is projecting what they believe a story is or how a character should be onto the official works, disregarding the author's true intentions. Like they actually feel more entitled to the characters more than the creator herself, putting their headcanon above all. People better not use this as evidence that the manga's not woke. This is just a misunderstanding. She's acting like she's the author and no shit. These guys celebrating don't know Kei Udana themselves is non-binary and the series is very queer.
Where do all these guys come from?
Now, trying to project your headcanon on a fictional character is one thing, but projecting headcanon on an actual person is another level of mental illness that's just South Park levels of comedy and just unbelievable, which is why I agree with this take. Headcanoning a real person is crazy. Which even in my iOS video, due to my intuition, I said, I bet you this is just rumor because this is how activists operate. They're like vultures, quick to place a claim on something with no regards for the truth just to fulfill their activist agenda. And people, the IOF, had this reaction like, how dare she try to defend herself or clarify things. I don't care that Udana isn't non-binary. I care that they're doing all this after creating a space for transphobia instead of just keeping shit to themselves, meaning herself. A bit of self-awareness wouldn't hurt. Not only do these people feel more entitled to the characters and story of a creator, but they feel entitled to the damn creator herself, who she is as a person and when she's allowed to speak, with these responses pointing out the insanity in all of this. Calling people transphobic because the character they made isn't trans? Bruh, she's allowed to clarify her identity. She just said that Tomzi wasn't trans and that she isn't non-binary. All they did is clarify that they're not non-binary. Holy fuck, y'all are so fucking annoying. You people made the drama yourself by making shit headcanon in the work and the author. The only people who is to blame are you and your hive mind cohorts, gaslight and cry victim as always. And this idea of creating a safe space is the reason why I say the IOF is incapable of being a genuine, authentic fan of entertainment. The way they engage with a created piece of work is very immature and childlike, and they treat it like it's a therapy session to have themselves be affirmed and validated every step of the way. What they want is propaganda, not proper storytelling. That's not what creators or storytellers are supposed to do. If anything, a storyteller that's doing his or her job well is to make you feel uncomfortable, challenge you as a viewer or reader, be unpredictable, hence the Red Wedding in Game of Thrones.
Mother.
That shit had me hurt for about a good 2 or 3 week period. but it enriched the stories in ways I won't get into for this video, but the point still stands. And I agree with this statement. Thank God she made it clear, otherwise Kuta fans will be ruining this character like Yamato. Because this isn't the 70s, 80s, 90s, or early 2000s, where genuine fan theories would enrich fan conversations surrounding a property. But nowadays, you have those who will make it their life's mission to hijack a property from the actual fans, to where you can't just leave certain discussions up in the air to let fans decide, because you have the politically correct types who don't give a shit about the fandom, just how they can use this as a means to validate themselves and further their own political agenda and ideology, which is why I say, and it's a shame, that new and upcoming creators will have to develop a new skill of discerning between genuine actual fans and filtering out these other types like the IOFs, the identity obsessed fans. One sees what you create as something to enjoy, while the other just sees it as a tool and nothing more.
It's that simple.
But that's all I have for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I commend Udina for having the guts to clarify these assumptions. I understand the pressure these creators face to appease the activist-minded types, because they can get really fucking violent and ugly when they see you not going along with their demands or ideologies. They'll dox you, threaten you, and put your family at risk and make you feel as scared as can be to force you to comply. And that pressure gets more heavier the more popular you become, so much respect to K Udina for standing firm. Hats off to you. Also, if you haven't checked out my music, links in the description. If you love those Samurai Champloo lo-fi mellow boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. And if you want to support me and the content I create, consider joining my channel and becoming a member. It's much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.